Hey, hey, hey.
Hi.
Uh, I always forget how to start streams. Like in that moment where the timer's counting down, I was like, oh yeah, I have to say something when it
Well,
stops.
we've already started, right?
Yeah. So, welcome to my cozy slash creepy fall flash fiction stream. So, I wanted to do this because, first of all, I'm doing the Story a Month challenge by Susan Dennard, and I wanted to do flash fiction this month because last month I wrote a short story, and I was like, I'm not doing that again this month. So that was the first reason. The second reason was because Pages and Paladins has this AuthorTube autumn bingo board, and one of the prompts was write a spooky story as well as host a spooky stream. So, gonna cross off 2 for 1 with this stream.
Good
So,
thinking.
yeah, that was my thinking. So I will let my co-hosts introduce themselves. Danny.
Oh, I'm first. Okay. Hello. I'm Danny. My channel is Somber Honey, and I post videos there, so go watch them.
Yay. And hi, I'm Michael, CB Chen. And on my channel, I really just do live streams for writing and reading. I'm thinking of in the future actually making some content, but we'll see. But yeah, if that sounds like your jam, then totally join me. And I stream every Friday at 3:15 in the afternoon Eastern time. Yep.
Nice. My name is Laura Nettles. My channel is called Laura Nettles, and I write stuff. So I am currently in the middle of drafting a middle grade horror. It has a carnivorous plant woman in it as the villain. It's in the vein of Goosebumps, so come follow along. I'm in the middle of draft 1.5 because I finished the first draft and it was 10.5K, and I was like, this is not a Goosebumps. It needs to be at least 25K. So I was like, okay, I'll make my dramatic ending the midpoint turn. And so I'm just continuing on. So it's draft 1.5. So
Ooh,
I like that
great.
idea.
And you're vlogging
Draft
all of it too,
1.5.
right, Laura?
yeah, I have draft 1 vlog up, part 1 and 2, and now I'm vlogging draft 1.5. And I have not drafted in the last 2 weeks because work has been in overtime because this movie is due on the 29th. So,
Yeah, crazy.
yeah, and I worked till midnight on Wednesday. That was fun.
I'm really glad that we could get you here today because, I mean, we couldn't have a spooky flash fiction without Laura, right?
Party on the 29th, though, right, Laura?
Oh yeah,
After
Halloween
work?
is going to be awesome.
And then you won't
Right.
have to worry about work stuff during Nano. I mean, probably other work stuff, but not this work stuff.
I'm on 2 TV shows and a movie right now, so all 3 should be done by then,
Oh.
but who knows what projects they'll have me on after that, so yeah, we'll see.
You got this.
Michael said hi in the chat, and then Danny and I were like freaking out, like, Michael, why aren't you backstage with us? Hello, Crystal.
Hi.
Hello, Juanita.
Hello.
Hello, Maya.
Hi.
It's a really pretty avatar.
I'm going to say, what is it?
Yeah, what is it?
Oh, she's smelling a flower!
Oh, you're right, it is. I thought it was like a bunny in her hand or something.
Hi.
Hello, Anya.
Hi, Anya.
Hello,
Hi,
Wallace. I think I'm going to hit 50K, and this book is for October today. Woo! Still have probably 20K left to write, but I'm not thinking about that right now. Oh, that's amazing, Wallace. Well done. And hello, Madison. Oh, a bunch of people showed up to write some flash fiction with us. What was I going to say? Words? I have not written anything all day. I don't feel like in a writer mindset at all.
You want to go over the parameters of what is flash fiction?
Yes. Flash. Maybe you should learn because you're the expert.
Basically, under 1,000 words, have your story. So, really fun.
Yeah. What I like about flash fictions is you can really experiment with voice and tone and sentence structure and not so much about plot always. So
Yeah, like
Right.
I like to experiment with POV in my Flash and my Drabbles. So like my 100 words and my 1K word stories, so that I can explore second person in these short little stories, so that it's not I have to slog through 50K of second person and just. So it's fun to experiment.
Yeah, I think so too. I think
sure.
flash fiction is really great for writers to get out of their comfort zone. It's a great way to learn different skills and, I don't know, feel writerly without having to slog through a novel and get bogged down by some of the issues that can come up in a novel length work.
And you can explore other genres as well in little
Yes.
short things. You don't have to world build for a 150,000 fantasy.
Yeah, you can definitely explore different genres. It's definitely a lot of fun. I only started doing it this year. I mean, I have vlogged the very first flash fiction I ever did. I have it vlogged on my channel. But I've been enjoying it. I have to say that, doing shorter pieces. So I thought we could do 3 flash fictions today with sprints around 20 to 25 minutes each. Because shorter
Sounds
than that
good.
is too short for me to get out of flash fiction. And I'm personally going to challenge myself to have them tonally, all 3 a little bit different. Like one like cozy autumn vibes, one maybe like spooky paranormal, and one like straight up horror. Like that's kind of what I personally want to do, but everybody do your own thing.
It's kind of like a grade. It's like 3 different steps going up, right? Or down.
Yeah, because I mean, I wanted this to be a fall themed stream. At first I was like super cozy, and then I was like, but creepy is also fun. So both. Maya has confirmed it is a flower. Totally gonna try this flash fiction thing. Might also fall asleep if this caffeine doesn't kick in because broke my Crystal woke up way too early record. Okay, I understand sentences. Hello, Chandra.
Hi.
We were just thinking about starting our sprint. I was gonna go over some prompts. Did you guys have any prompts that you came up with? Because I just pulled the Susan Dennard prompts from the Story a Month challenge. She always includes a prompt.
In
I don't
my,
have any prompts.
on my
Okay.
blog, I've come up with 150 horror prompts. So
Ooh.
if we want any of those, we can have fun.
So
I
I'm gonna.
see. I see. Yay. Opposite of nay.
Okay, I'm gonna go with this prompt for the first sprint, and then Laura, we can pull up your list for the second
I
one.
think it's 150. Maybe it's only 120.
We're only doing 3 sprints.
I did them in blocks of like 20 prompts. So
That's amazing.
150 doesn't make sense. It must be 120.
Unless you did a half a
So
block, right?
many.
No. So, cool. So should I pull them up, or what are we doing?
What was I gonna say? I'll grab the Susan Dennard prompt for the first sprint, and then while we're writing, do you have time to pull it up then?
I have it up now if you want.
Oh, you have it up. Okay, then yeah, then
Horror prompts.
it wasn't a bad sentence, Crystal. I just don't know how to read. You know that.
So I've already written to a few of these. Like some of these, I wrote a flash and then extrapolated a prompt from what I wrote. So it's kind of cheating.
But are they all super horror? Because I also want one to work for cozy. I guess I could do cozy monsters.
Cozy monsters.
Well, what are monsters doing when they're not scaring and killing people? What do they do when they get home from their day job?
They
I'm
play
just
poker
thinking
and
of the-
talk about how they almost got Batman.
I was thinking of the villain support group in Wreck-It Ralph.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh, it's really
You haven't
good.
seen Wreck-It Ralph?
No, I don't think so. Is that one of the DreamWorks Pixar movies?
No, it's Disney.
Disney.
Disney Pixar, sorry.
No,
Yeah.
just Disney, not Disney Pixar.
Okay. Well, clearly I haven't seen it.
Brave is the Pixar film that feels like a Disney film, and Wreck-It Ralph is the Disney film that feels like a Pixar film.
Okay.
But Brave is Disney too.
Yeah,
I
but
have
it's
been
Disney
halfway reviewed.
Pixar.
Because Disney bought out Pixar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Pixar Studios worked on Brave, but Pixar Studios did not work on Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah. I know words. She says, I'm here for the horror. I don't know how to write cozy.
All right, I have one prompt that might work.
Makes me Monster Inc. Yeah, that's true.
Ooh, that
Monsters
is
Inc.
Cozy Monsters.
I've seen Monsters Inc. That's kind of halfway similar, right?
Have you seen Monsters University?
No.
Randall with the glasses!
Monsters University is so funny. I love Mike when he has the retainer.
I don't know why everybody hated that movie. I heard like that people didn't like it, but I thought it was fine.
No, I
thought
loved
the
it.
teacher's design and like a movement was so cool.
Hey, Jess.
Hi.
I don't know if she was the teacher or the principal. I've only seen it once, but her movement was amazing.
Yep, she was the professor and the dean. No, I don't know. I'm just talking about my butt right
What's Monsters University though?
It's a prequel.
It's a prequel. So
Oh,
it shows
okay.
them going to school to learn how to scare.
Okay. Awesome.
I've seen Wreck-It Ralph 100 times at least because I have kids who love this movie.
Makes sense.
One time
Yeah.
I lived in a house with this older lady whose grandson used to come all the time, and he would watch Up every single day. I was like, I'm not mad.
Yeah, there are worse movies to be obsessed with, that's for sure.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, my movie was Toy Story. I would just watch Toy Story on loop. Like my mom can't stand Toy Story because I would just watch it back to back to back to back to back.
The Incredibles.
Mine was Quest for Camelot. Like half the people haven't even heard of.
It kind of explains a lot about you, Danny.
Yeah, I know.
Up makes me cry and then I get mad about it. I emotionally couldn't handle watching Up every day.
The first 10 minutes, man. Gold.
Animal Robin Hood, watched it so much when the VHS broke.
I love that one.
So good, all the nostalgia.
You know, in the old days, right, you could wear out VHS tapes and records.
Well, it was really weird because our VHS player would eat the soundtracks on our VHSs sometimes. And so one of the Star Trek movies, it's the emotional scene where like Spock is dying and Kirk is like, no! And you just hear these fart sounds over the whole thing, over and over. It's like, I can't take this seriously anymore! Stupid VHS player!
That's
I'm
hilarious.
so glad I didn't have to deal with that. We had a bunch of VHSs because my siblings are older than me, but I was born in 1998 and didn't have to watch them.
Danny reminding us that she's a baby.
I bought Jurassic Park on VHS from the library for 25 cents. So that's how I watched it the first time. I was like, yes!
Ooh.
That was like high school.
Strangers was The Sound of Music. I also watched I Love Lucy so much. Oh, I loved all of the Nick at Night shows. Oh, I still have the beginning tune in my head. We wore out George of the Jungle VHS and Angels in the Outfield too.
I have a
Angels
gripe
in the
against
Outfield.
Angels in the Outfield.
That's the sequel to Field of Dreams? Or am I totally wrong on that?
No,
I
it's
don't-
a
I don't-
baseball.
I had
Oops.
in my 6th grade reading class, because we had a class that was just called reading in middle school. We watched baseball movies every week because that was my professor's favorite genre. And I'm like, why are we watching these?
Wait, what's Angels in the Outfield again? It's really familiar, I remember. It really rings a bell, but I can't remember
Is
what
it
it is.
Christopher Lloyd plays the angel? I don't
Is it?
remember. Let me look it up.
Angels in the Outfield. It's like from the 90s, right?
And Juanita's over here feeling nostalgic about Atari.
94. Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
It is him. I'm not
Oh,
crazy.
okay.
I didn't like that movie.
I've seen it once or twice.
Does Nick at Night still exist? That's a great question. I
think they
haven't
changed
owned a
the
TV
name
in
of it.
years. Outfield.
Jason Gordon-Levitt.
Oh, that's true.
Okay.
Yeah. And Danny Glover. Nice. Okay, let's get a sprint going. Wait, what were the prompts, Laura? What did you have?
So I've got a few. One that I haven't written to yet that I wanted to is you're not sure anything you see is real. So you go to a psychiatrist for medication. What fades away and what sticks around?
Who? Okay. Do you want to put it in the private chat and then I can make a banner of it or something? Is that how banners work? Is that how streams work?
Yeah, you should be able to just copy and paste it if it's like that.
Okay.
I don't know if you want the prompt 14 part, but there's the prompt.
Thank you. Thank you. So.
Danny and I just being Snoopy, Snoopy looking at the private chat. Snoopy, right? To Snoop.
What? Yeah, Snoopy.
Right?
That's for sure. Right. That's what we call Lupin as his nickname because he, Lupin to Loopy to Snoopy.
Oh.
What about the Buttercream Gang?
What's that?
I don't know that one.
I haven't
Neither
heard
not
that one.
ringing
I know
any
the
bells.
Apple Dumpling Gang with Don Knotts.
Oh
I
my God,
almost
Crystal.
finished my third coffee of the day. That's so Crystal. Oh yes, I'm supposed to be starting a sprint. That's what I'm doing right now. Let's do the Halloween timer. I thought the scariest number of all was 2020, and then
Oh
next
my
time we could do 2021 for it to make it even scarier.
Quaking in my boots.
Wait a minute. I'm not sure if I like this lineup. But the prompt is hiding the.
Are we
Just
taking
wait.
bets?
Hold on. I'm not sure if I like these characters. Oh yeah, this looks like a good
That's
lineup.
much better.
Can we get rid of that clown?
No, I don't like that one. This is good. This
There
is
you
good.
go.
Okay, in slot number 4,
We
we
got
have
a
Grim
plant for
Reaper.
Laura.
I can
3,
go
we
with the
have
pumpkin or the ghost.
we have Pirate in the slot 3, Pumpkin Plant in 2, and Ghosty in number 1. So if anybody would like to place their bets, go right ahead.
I'll go number 3. I'll put it in the chat.
Chandra
I'll go-
says orange. No orange. She get mad at me for shuffling, Chandra.
I'll go number 4. I'll go with the Grim Reaper.
Wait, I didn't hear what Michael went with.
Number 3. I put it in
Okay.
the chat.
Oh, you put it in the chat.
Yep.
Ghost Wallace, Pumpkinhead. Anya, you
You
kill
might
me.
need to be a bit more specific.
I choose death. Oh, I can't decide if I want to go with Pumpkin or Ghost Wallace. Pumpkinhead. We'll go Pumpkinhead. Ghosty let me down in the past.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. Sometimes I get a. What's the word again? Shuffle happy. Always Ghost Wallace. Yes, yes. Okay, so here's the prompt again, just as a reminder for our flash fiction. You are not sure. Wait. Laura, you should read it. I'm not good at reading.
You're not sure anything you see is real, so you go to a psychiatrist for medication. What fades away and what sticks around?
Ooh, this is going to be spooky and fun. So let's 2020 it up, guys.
Yay.
Okay, that's the end of the sprint. Looks like we have a winner. It's slot number 4, the Grim Reaper. How did the sprint go for everybody?
Yes. I don't know if I stuck the ending.
My mind immediately went Alice in Wonderland when I read the prompt, so I ran with it, and it got something. I don't know if it's good. I don't write this kind of stuff.
I kind of just really sat at my laptop with no good ideas, and then just in the last really just the last few minutes, I kind of just wrote something, and it doesn't come full circle, but it kind of doesn't not come full circle. It's really not good, but if you really
Mine's
want, I can
also
read
not
it
good.
later.
Mine's also not good. I can also read mine. How do you do, Laura?
I got 472. It's okay. Yeah. I'm not sure if I fleshed out the ending enough.
472? I got 170.
I got 462.
Yay!
Holy pickles, you guys are fast. Okay, I stared off into
Mine's-
space half the time. I
Mine's
guess.
86 words.
Okay, Michael. Whew, good thing I invited you to this stream.
You're welcome.
I saw there was some discourse going on about the pumpkin pants,
Yeah.
flower pot pants, pantser. That was funny. Good lord, poor Ghost Wallace can't get a break. Death will always win over us in the end.
True.
Yeah. I got a little way and got distracted. Ooh, Crystal 231, not done yet.
Awesome.
Very good. So if anybody would like to share, you can. I can also share mine if you guys want.
Yeah.
Let me pull up the banner again so everybody can remember the prompt. Mine went a little bit off the rails because I was like, oh, I'm going to go cozy, and then I don't know what this is.
Mine's
So,
the worst. Don't worry. I assure you.
I'll share mine first because I'm the host. The boogeyman under my bed is gone, but the hauntings still continue. Are you still there? My closet door creaks open. It's okay. You can come out now. The bad boogie is gone. The lights flicker in my room. It goes completely black. The hairs on my arms prick with goosebumps. The breeze in the closet fills the space around me, ruffling my drapes and blowing the papers off the desk. It is sitting next to me on the edge of the bed. I try to keep my breath steady. Do you want some candy? I ask as a show of good faith. It is, of course, a rhetorical question. Everyone knows ghosts love chocolate. I reach over to the stash in my nightstand, fumbling in the darkness. I pull the only chocolate bar-shaped one out and hold it out to the ghost. Its inner glow slowly illuminates the space between us. My heart drops in my stomach when I notice. Shit. 100% dark chocolate. That's the end.
Ooh,
funny.
I like it.
Nice.
That's actually really good. And it does come full circle.
Awesome sauce.
Is it my turn? I
If you would
guess?
like to, nobody's forced here.
Yeah, no, I'll read it. Okay, so like I said, for some reason I went full Alice in Wonderland with this.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
Alright. The rabbit stood in the window, same as it always had, with its little gray waistcoat and shining gold pocket watch. There was a ferocity in his eyes, like he knew what I had done. The pills should have taken him away, but if he was still here. I ground the heels of my hands into my eyes hard enough to see colors, and when I opened them again, the rabbit was gone. Must have been a lingering delusion. I had only started taking medication for them a few days prior, after all. I got ready for the day as usual. No, not as usual. No sword-wielding mice scrambled out of my closet when I pulled out my clothes. No blue caterpillars puffed their hookah smoke at me as I crossed through the garden. And when I reached the road, only one stray cat meowed at me, one that was certainly not purple, and that stayed a full cat the entire time I looked at it. Taking that as a good sign, I couldn't help but smile as I made my way to my appointment, even despite the dreary rain and smelly bus ride. There were still 4 blocks to walk after getting off at the last stop, and I traversed them slowly to avoid the puddles of rainwater and tripping hazards of broken-up sidewalk. I turned the corner, and it was gone. The gray building that held the office of Dr. Kokoro, my psychiatrist, was gone. Instead, a field of gravel and broken beer bottles sat in its place. Even the bright red flower pots she had placed outside on the curb were gone. I blinked hard, sure that my mind must have been playing tricks on me. Then the tick, tick, ticking of the clock began, at first a quiet tickle in the back of my mind that quickly grew into a throbbing clamor that blocked out all other stimuli. I screamed, unable to hear my own voice, and only sure of its sound by the way my vocal cords were ripping raw. The ground couldn't move under my feet fast enough until suddenly it too was gone, and I was tumbling through the air. Left was right, above was below, and the sound was gone, and I was sitting in a chair. My hand traipsed over the familiar worn white leather, trembling. I swallowed hard and forced myself to look up, locking eyes with Dr. Kokoro. A smile graced her delicate features but did not reach her eyes. Just behind her, the rabbit stood in the window, just like it had in my bedroom. You're late again, my dear girl. You seem to be so disorganized. If your head wasn't attached to your body, I'm sure you'd lose it entirely. My chair sank while I was reading that.
Yeah, holy buckets, that was
Bravo.
good.
You know, what I really like about that is how it stays true to the prompt throughout.
Yeah,
You know?
super.
That's
I
awesome.
really like that.
Thank you.
Awesome sauce.
Awesome. Maybe I should go next.
If you would like to, you don't have to.
I mean, why not? Okay. It's only 86 words, don't forget, okay? So, Jim had his suspicions that not everything he was seeing these days was real. It was Thursday today, and he'd already been struck by lightning twice since Monday. How could this be? The second time, just this morning, it hadn't even been raining or even cloudy. So he decided to see once again his local psychiatrist. He simply walked into his office, certain that it wouldn't be an issue and that the doctor wouldn't mind his not making an appointment. "Good afternoon, Dr. Zeus," said Jim. And that's it.
Nice.
I actually didn't even end it at all. I was typing like whatever, right? Said Jim, and then I just heard Violet's mic come on, and the sprint was over, so I just had to stop. Oh well, I tried.
I think it still ended funny.
Yeah.
Last but certainly not least, I mean, unless you don't want to share, Laura?
I'll share. Okay. I don't know if the ending sticks, but here we go. So the psychiatrist's pen taps on his knee as he looks over his clipboard at you. He does not notice the paper people over his shoulder, looking down at what he is writing, gossiping amongst themselves. "He still thinks she's hallucinating," the taller of the two bone-pale flat beings whispers. "What do you see?" Dr. Clyde asks, his voice soft, like he's trying not to spook an animal. "Are they still there?" "The massive, wobbly wormholes to the other dimensions have gone," you say. "I don't see the swirling blue and white anymore." The shorter of the two paper people stage whisper, "That's because we came through already. No need to leave the door open." The pen scribbles on the clipboard. Good. That's progress. "Progress for our plan," said the taller being. "It's been a month now," the doctor clears his throat. "Do you feel like you've been improving? Are there any side effects?" "Tell him about your sleep." "No, don't tell him about your sleep." The two hallucinations bicker. Or are they hallucinations if they are still there? You look at the shag carpet and see bits of fluff sticking out from the deep pile. You should vacuum more often. Vacuum the unwanted things away. "Well, I'm having nightmares." "Are they vivid? More real than usual?" asks Dr. Clyde. "Oh yes," you reply. "They feel more real than when I'm awake. The colors more vivid, the sounds more clear. I feel as if it's the world I belong to." "Have you ever felt that way, Dr. Clyde?" The pen scribbles furiously across the paper before he tears the page off the pad and places it behind him. The paper shivers atop the desk. Then it starts to grow, its edges reaching farther and farther, the ink upon it multiplying. Arms and legs form, a head stretching from the top. The newly formed third paper person slides off the desk and takes his position behind the doctor with the other two. I want you to tell me of your dreams, the doctor says, pen poised. As you speak, the papers fill. The papers are torn off and morph into more of those paper beings. By the end of the session, the entire back of the office is brimming with the shuffling bodies of paper people. They mutter one over the other, their comments turning more black. I bet she thinks the psychiatrist is real too. She doesn't know the pills were sugar. Why can't she tell she's one of us? The lines float through the air on visible ink, wafting your way and landing on your skin, staining you with their lies that feel all too real. They have seen the psychiatrist's notes. They must be real. You look down. You are paper, a scribbled on paper. You scream.
Ooh.
That's all I got.
I like
This
it.
is so fun. That's what I love about prompts. Like everybody goes in so different directions. I just like totally left the psychiatrist thing, and you guys came up with like awesome. Oh, I love it. That's why I like doing prompt streams.
Have you ever seen I think it's like the 80s, maybe it's earlier, the Japanese animated version of Jack and the Beanstalk?
No.
Because there are like paper people in it that like wave and they sing, "Are you happy?" And like it is ingrained in my subconscious now. Paper people are creepy.
Chandra also shared something. Let's see. This was what she got before it started making some phone calls. Okay. The watermarks on the peeling wallpaper seemed to shift with the shadows. I tried not to look at them, keeping my eye mask over my face and tracing my fingers over the chair rail, molding to find my way through the house.
Nice.
Interesting.
I just love doing these. They're so fun. I'm not at the end yet, but I like what I've got. 2 A5 size pages, whatever that ends up being, handwriting problems. Wallace left at my Ghost Wallace joke, and Chandra, this was for Danny, I believe, and this was for Laura, I think. If my timing is right.
I think so.
Oh, yes. What should we do for the next prompt?
I don't know.
Laura, do you have a suggestion? Otherwise, I can pull up something. Mine aren't that scary, but I do want to do a cozy one as well. So, or if the chat has suggestions, feel free to throw anything out there. Emojis welcome.
Sure, you would say, right?
Yeah, I would say that. I'm having a hard time doing emoji prompts though, because I feel like I've used all the good emojis. So, because I know which ones come up weird on StreamYard now, or I'm starting to learn which ones do.
Oh.
Oh, Crystal sharing something.
Let's read Crystal's.
Yay!
Okay, cold. Why was everything so damn cold? The cobblestones under her feet were cold. The fires that raged throughout the hollowed out homes were cold. The bodies that she crashed into were cold. He saw the silhouettes of those she fought with, but she couldn't aid them. She groped at them, and her hands passed through their forms. Screams of the dying reverberated through her ears. Sorry, that was a big word. That was a big word for me. Ooh. Crystal got all the creepy vibes.
I'm actually wondering, is like in the very beginning of the second comment, is that a she? Unless there is a he in it.
Well, oh, the second one. He saw.
Yeah. Oh, is it he? Is it a he or is it a she?
Typos.
Oh, it could be a typo. Are you wondering if there was another person there?
Yeah. But I like the way that Crystal says yes. Copy paste skill sucks. It's a she. But I like the way in the beginning there's like a show don't tell thing going on where, I mean, how would you know that the cobblestones under your feet were cold unless you were barefoot, right?
Well, if you wear Converse on cement in the snow, it goes right through your soles and you can feel it.
True.
And then your toes go numb after so long.
I like that touch.
I
So
do
to me,
too.
anyway, she's barefoot, right?
So I don't know if we want to do this prompt. I don't know.
Let me see.
Sneak it
It's
in
not
the
very
private chat.
cozy. I don't have many cozy ones.
Oh,
Oh,
this is fine. I was just telling Danny before we went live that I'm reading The Shining. This is fine. I'm not scared. The imaginary friend you had as a child is back. The little boy hasn't been around since you went through the exorcism years ago. Cozy vibes, all the cozy cozies.
It is quite a practical prompt, though, right?
I think we should do it. I'm here for it.
Sure.
So we've now gotten even scarier than 2020, 2021. So do we like this lineup or are we going to shuffle?
I like it.
I like it.
I like it too. Okay. What's everybody thinking for winner picks?
I'm thinking number 1.
The werewolf? Or
Yep.
the wolf? I don't know if he's a werewolf.
I got to go number 2 with the witch.
Okay.
I'm going with the devil.
The devil. Okay, then I'll take nurse. I'll take a crazy nurse. And Crystal's going wolfy. You guys have put your stuff in the chat as well. I'll put the prompt back up. Juanita's also going with the nurse. Jazz is going witch. Chandra is going orange. What is orange, Chandra?
Number 4, the nurse.
Oh, the orange hair. Okay, I was like, none of them are orange. Thought she was just trolling me for a second.
Number
just
5.
That's just me. I'm just always in troll mode. Okay, hold on. Let me just read over the prompt again. The imaginary friend you had as a child is back. The little boy hasn't been around since you went through that exorcism years ago. Okay, 20 minutes, go. Woohoo, devil for the win.
I win!
Yep. Winner, winner.
Deviled egg dinner.
I did not do good that time, guys. I don't know how you guys did. Whew, I struggled. How did everybody else do?
Oh god, my chair is sinking again. Hold on.
You got this.
Okay. I got 457 words.
Ooh.
And I reached an ending, which I didn't expect because I thought this one was going to be much longer. And then I got to the end and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess it's done. They went,
Nice.
they went Peter Pan with this one.
Oh.
I don't know why I'm in this mood, but I'm running with it.
What about you,
I
Michael?
kept writing and couldn't decide which direction I wanted to go with it.
I don't know how I did.
You don't know?
Not so good. But at least I've got a bit more of a word count this time.
Oh, what do you got?
Actually, let's see here. I've got 129.
Nice.
I don't know
Laura?
about this though.
Yeah, I don't know about mine either. I had a hard time. Laura, how'd you do?
I got 369. I went more exorcist. So
Oh,
it was really fun.
yeah, and I actually, even to get my 129, I had to quite change the prompt, which I apologize for.
It's all good.
Yeah, I started off with the prompt in mind, and then I'm like, ooh, but what if I swerve into a completely different direction?
Yeah, that's basically what I did too.
Oh. Chandra has shared something. Never bet against the devil. Okay, what are we learning here? Okay, let's read what Chandra has. It had been a long time, but the familiar bounce of the rubber ball took me back. I knew he was with me again. Hi, Stephen, I said, not bothering to open my eyes. Do you want to come with me this time? His voice was deep as he spoke to me. It sounded high and low and ancient. You took care of me, didn't you? I said. I watched over you, he said. I'm sorry I made them angry with you, but I never left you alone. I just knew I had to be quiet so they would stop hurting you. I nodded and squeezed my eyes shut, letting the tears I'd been holding back roll down my cheeks. I know, I said. I should have gone with you when you asked the first time. It's okay, Stephen said. At least you made it to your 18th birthday. I wanted you to have that for both of us. Thank you, I said. Oh, shoot, the comments jumped.
Oh, but she's got them numbered nicely.
Yeah, so I could find it easily. I sat up slowly, feeling the creak of the hardwood floors under my feet as I shuffled toward the bedroom door. I walked past the entrance to the attic crawl space and down the groaning stairs. The air chilled as I descended, but I didn't mind it. I was focused on the task at hand. Everything in the old house seemed to have something to say about my decision. But after standing for 150 years, the old house was entitled to opinion. A lot of things had changed. But it had seen a lot of things. What am I saying? I shuffled to the kitchen, only stopping by the back bench to lace up my red shoes. Everything is going to be okay now, Stephen told me. Alex? Mother called. Who are you talking to? Don't answer her. I'm not, I said. The kitchen smelled like apple pie. I would miss that, but it was time. I had to go with Stephen. Alex, my mother called. Are you talking to yourself again? But it was too late. We pressed our hands against the screen door and let it bang shut behind us as we shuffled toward the graveyard behind the house. Had me on the edge of my seat.
I like it. I like the ending too.
I really like the line, but after standing for 150 years, the old house was entitled to an opinion. Oh,
Yeah,
so
for
good.
sure.
So good.
Nice.
Yeah,
For
very
sure.
good. Wow.
Crystal got 400 words.
And Alexi popped in.
Hey.
Wait,
Hi, Lexi.
The
she's
last.
don't forgive the video. Like, oh, hype queen. 400 words. Yeah, that's crazy.
Awesome.
Do any of my co-hosts want to share? I think I'm not going to share this time.
I think I'll just go ahead and share. I mean, just because my work might have something to it. I don't know though. I really don't know. But like it's at least an effort. So maybe I'm coming from that angle.
For sure.
Yeah, I can go first.
If you want to, go for it.
Yeah. Okay. So sometimes the only way to retrieve your hand from inside the hole is by letting go of the treasure you're holding. Years ago now, hard to believe it's already been so long, I had an exorcism performed on me. I'd needed it, not because of things from when I was a child, but because of those from when I was an adult. And it had worked. The exorcism, that is. However, it cost me my friend I'd had as a boy, my one and only to this day. Sometimes the only way to retrieve your hand from inside the hole is by letting go of the treasure you're holding. Sometimes the best way to get something you really, really want is to no longer want it quite so much. And that's it.
Cool.
I like the ending lines.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. It's very like telly and not showy, right?
Yeah, but I think that's like what's kind of fun about having the time pressure of the clock ticking down. Like sometimes you get something, sometimes you don't. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like this time I didn't get something either. Mine just ended up being garbly-goop. But
Yeah, I feel like if this piece was something, I'd need more time to like fill in the lines, like throughout it, so that things were more clear, and sort of fleshed out, and then maybe it'd be something. But
You can keep working on it.
yeah, true.
do
Laura?
either of you guys want to share?
Do you want to
Jenny
go
and
first?
Laura?
Sure.
There's like 850 words between the two of you, huh? I'll get my popcorn.
All right. Here we go. Ah! I clicked wrong. Scrolled too far. Okay. Sandra. The voice reverberates through her mind while in the space between sleeping and wakefulness. The tone of youthfulness to the voice all too familiar. He's back. In terror, she sits up, sheets falling to her waist. No, he can't be back. Sweat slicks her back, the breeze chilling her skin. She looks around her room from her position on bed. Nothing appears to be behind the nightstand or the comfy chair. The wardrobe is shut, as is the bathroom door. Carefully, she slips out of bed and creeps towards the cheap IKEA wardrobe and places her ear to the doors. It's impossible to hear anything over the pounding in her ears. Thump, thump. Thump, thump. Bang! Something inside slams against the closed doors, pushing her away with force. With force. Not the force. Oh my gosh. Giggling seeps between the now cracked doors. Sandra springs to her nightstand and pulls open the top drawer. The rosary is hot to the touch, but she endures it anyway. Hail Mary, full of grace. Boom. The lights go out in time with the clatter of thunder. Sandra, don't you remember me, Sandra? The sound of the tub filling comes muffled from the still closed bathroom. Voices of the past echo in her mind. You will be baptized. Then the Father will be able to perform the exorcism. Your hair is drenched as you are dunked headfirst into the tub, over and over. No time to breathe. Wait, you were still in your room. That was years ago. The Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, she continues with raw, wet vocal cords. A male's voice now fills the room from the past. You let him into you. You agreed to be possessed. She screams, no, no, I never. Sandra, behind you. Sandra whips around, rosary burning fiercely in her grasp, glowing red from the heat, cooking her skin, the smell making her stomach churn. A black wind whirls, tangling her hair about her face, blinding her to the dangers ahead. The bedroom door opens straight into her face, knocking her out with a deep gash. The perfect entrance to invade through. We will be good friends once again, Sandra. Forever.
I love your use of onomatopoeia. I noticed on the other story too.
Yeah.
Real
I like-
good.
I like the idea of the gash as being a perfect opening, like a perfect entrance for it.
Yes, very visual.
Oh, I have to follow up Laura. I didn't think that through.
That's why I went first.
Great. Okay. 3 people, 4 shadows. The girl noticed the extra hours ago, but her brothers were still oblivious. It lingered in the dark corners of the room, but she could make out its lithe, childlike form even in the darkness. Time for bed now, my dears. John, you can finish your book tomorrow, and Michael, it's too late to play pirates right now, she spoke, gently prodding the young boys in the direction of their shared bedroom. But Wendy, I've just gotten to the good part where the hero and his friends break into the villain's camp to rescue the kidnapped princess, John whined, but his complaints fell on unlistening ears. All of Wendy's focus remained on the extra shadow as it crept along the walls, following the 3 of them through the house. When her brothers were safely in their room, Wendy took out her key and locked them in there, making sure they wouldn't interfere with what she knew she had to do. Facing the shadow squarely, she pushed her sleeves up out of the way and raised the wooden play sword her brother Michael had discarded. Take off that foolish disguise. We both know Peter isn't here. If he was, he would have brought us home years ago, instead of leaving us to live the same day over and over again for decades, she called, her voice quiet but firm. Then she watched in horror as the exact scene she had expected unfolded before her, more grotesque than she could have possibly imagined. The shadow bulged in an unnatural way, twisting its humanoid form until it burst, the captain of the Jolly Roger himself stepping forth and casting the now useless thing aside. Well, aren't you a clever little girl? I thought you weren't, though you aren't a little girl anymore, not entirely. How long have you been evading me? 30 years? 40? No matter. I have you now, and once you and those dim-witted brothers of yours are dead, I'll have destroyed the last of those who believe in the fairies, and their magic will be all mine. Captain Hook threatened. The ever-dimming light of the burned-down candle glinted menacingly off the very thing that gave the captain his moniker. Wendy raised her sword, arms shaking involuntarily as she faced the fears she had been running from her entire long childhood. As the last of the wick burned out and the flame winked out of existence, the crashing of metal on wood resounded through the house, interrupting the snores of the sleeping boys in the back room for the briefest of moments before the 2 of them fell back into their dreams of pirates and princesses and a flying boy who never grew up.
Ooh, Danny. Nice.
Awesome.
That was really good. I like that with the reliving the same day over and over. I'm way behind in the comments.
There's something very
like
scary alone in that, right?
I like the morphing, bursting shadow. That was really cool.
Thank you.
So where did I leave off? Anna, shut up. Hello. Crystal has shared something. You thought you could be rid of me so easily, did you? The voice he knew too well hissed back to him. But I haven't been such a great friend to you.
But haven't I?
Oh, Michael, do you want to read it? Really, I'm so proud to read it, you guys. But haven't I been such a great friend to you? Thank you. A withering mass of shadowy tentacles sat at the edge of the bed. He couldn't be real. He couldn't be back. Not again. The creature shifted its position, the shadows tightening into the shape of a squat, pale-skinned boy with red eyes and dark hair, waiting for a response. Was that the last one? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
I love these. This is so much fun. Sorry for my bad reading. I was blamed for everything he did. They just wouldn't believe me when I said it was Charlie's idea. As we grew older, the mischievous nature of our pranks grew darker.
Dun, dun, dun.
Juanita leaving us hanging. Oh, so he's letting go of the friendship we wanted. That was for Michael's.
Right. I think so. I think it's, a bit more complicated than that, though.
Yeah, it did seem a little bit complicated. I like it when it's not super clear, though. It makes me think. Yeah, I like that too. And I think with flash fictions, it's really kind of cool to get that open for interpretation or open-ended.
That's true.
Puppy, yes, Lupin came over and I needed to cuddle.
Hi,
I like it. I don't remember if that was for Laura's or Danny's. Yikes, poor Sandra. Oh yeah, it must have then been for Laura's. And then Juanita was noticing the Peter Pan.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Yeah, I like it. Shall we do one last one?
I think so.
Do you
What
wanna
time
use
did
one of
we
your
start?
prompts? We
Yeah.
started an hour and a half ago.
Right.
This has been going really quick.
Time flies when you're having fun, huh?
Hold on, I'm going to shuffle the characters before I start, but you guys don't have to get attached to them and then see me shuffle them.
Do you want to do one of your prompts or one more of mine?
Oh, let me pull. Let me see what I have. Wait a minute. Hey, Kelly. Those are so cool. Yeah, I do want to do one prompt. Let me see what I have. I just pulled up, like I said, the Susan Dennard prompts. So this one could be cozy, right? This, I think, was last month's prompt for the Story Month Challenge. A witch drops off the wrong magic seeds at a farm girl store. So I can get my cozy one in.
Oh, this ain't going cozy.
Man, I'm always the last here. Kelly. What is our writing prompt? There it is. A witch drops off the wrong seed at a magical farm girl store. I'm not having any good luck with this freaking shuffling the things. Maybe I take a different timer. The zombie timer. Let's do that one instead.
I'm trying to think of what children's story I could go with for this one, and I drawn a blank.
Besides
I could write
Jack and the
something on my
Beanstalk.
own.
No,
Ooh,
let's go 2022.
Jack and the Beanstalk. Good.
So it's like
Hold
we've
on.
been doing this stream 3 years now, huh?
Don't pick yet. I'm still shuffling. I don't like when they all have the same faces. That one's good. Oh no, those guys are kind of the same. No, this one's good. This one's good. Okay. Whew, sorry, guys. Wait. Yeah, Jack and the Beanstalk. Into the Woods. Oh, super full screen. How do I do that?
I think I'll do number 3.
Who,
I like
think
number 2.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Who are you going, Laura?
I'll go 4.
Okay, I was gonna go 1. So
That works.
okay, I was gonna start fighting some people there. Oops. Orange.
Which one's orange?
See, this time she's trolling. I'm telling you.
Wait,
Every time.
2
Number
has
2.
orange shoes.
Okay,
Right.
okay. Good eye, good eye. She's also going for 2. I gotta finish Into the Woods, but yes. Kelly's going 4. Oh, Courtney has showed up. Hi, friends. Doing reading sprints. I'm voting 3. Okay. So what was the prompt again? Okay. A witch drops off the wrong magic seeds at a farm girl store. 2022. Happy sprinting.
Yay.
They didn't all stop.
I guess we wait till Violet gets back.
Sorry, I had to finish my sentence. Who won? Sorry, I didn't want to stop
number
sentence.
2.
Whoa!
Oh, number 2. Nice. That looks like Chandra also was in on that. Crystal and also Grayson.
Hiya, Grayson.
Is he not wearing pants? Does he just have stuff around his knees?
Yes, I love always these zombies. I think they're so well dressed. I always love
really
that one
don't-
has no arms.
I really don't think he needs them.
No. Sometimes they have cool outfits. I'm telling you. Yay, orange. Hubby came home from work, so I did nothing. That's fine, Crystal. You've done enough. Devasia popped in. Did I already say hello? I can't remember. What am I doing? Oh, yes, putting the timer down. Oh, wait, do I want to leave it up? How did you guys do? Sorry, I'm like scattered.
I didn't do good with that one. I tried and I got like 3 different opening paragraphs to try and work through, and it was just not happening. So I just put a little frowny face at the end of my failed attempts and called it.
Sometimes that's all you could do.
Ooh, I see Chandra's got all her messages nicely in line again with the numbers.
She's so organized. How did you do, Michael?
I actually tried to write a poem, and it is a quantity over quality thing. I was very rushed in everything, but it is at least 12 lines. But yeah, it's definitely a rushed affair.
Laura, how was
I
that one
got-
for you?
Good. I got 419.
419, nice. How many did I get? I got 223. That's my longest one.
Woohoo!
Does somebody want to volunteer to read Chandra's since my reading skills are really bad? I'll pop it up on the screen. Okay.
The old woman leaned heavily on her staff as she walked up the dirt path to the cottage where Maddie lived with her family. The farm girl had been sick for weeks, and Hilda knew just what would make her feel better. She'd blended dried lavender, rose hips, Roy, and cat.
Don't blend Roy.
No, lavender,
I don't see
rose
where it
hips,
says
and
Roy, but-
catnip in her mortar and pestle as a perfect remedy. The village mostly thought of her as a local wise woman, but they didn't ask her too many questions. There was a reason they liked her. Hilda was careful not to do anything malicious, not unless it was absolutely necessary. Today was different. She took the wolfsbane, valerian, and mandrake seeds to the church for the priest. He'd been up to no good for years, and Hilda was tired of it. Father Black was kind enough to offer her a cup of the tea he brewed from the seeds, but Hilda had expected this. She knew just how to handle it. When he came in with the tea tray, it smelled more fragrant than she had remembered. She lifted the cup to her pursed lips, never intending to taste it, but the smell of catmint filled her nose.
Roy.
She parted her lips, tasted the scalding liquid. The cup shattered on the floor as she hobbled towards the door, grabbing her cane as she went. Sister Hilda, Father Black called behind her, but she didn't reply. People had already begun to gather by the time she reached the dirt path. They were carrying Maddie out as she arrived. She thought that using Monkshead would be poetic justice before. Now the irony was just sad.
Ooh,
Oh, Chandra.
awesome.
What is wrong, dude?
Do any of you guys want to share? I think I will share mine. It's always weird on the Alpha Sword because like I can only see like a couple lines at a time. I was like, how did I even start this?
Maybe
Okay.
I can go after you. Violet?
Sure. She watered them all summer, but when the day of the fall harvest came, Mindy stood perplexed down at her garden plot. Where were they? Last night was the full moon. They were supposed to sprout today. Mindy shuffled back to the shed and pulled out her supplies. Maybe she hadn't done enough. She sprinkled fairy dust on the bud and waited. Maybe it needed more water. She wrangled the hose around across the path, sprinkling the ground. Ugh, this just couldn't be. In one last effort, she recited the incantation one more time. Ah, that must have been the problem. The flower opened up, filling the air with its sweet aroma. But Mindy didn't have time to stop and enjoy the fragrance. She plucked the petals and ran inside to add this last ingredient to the potion. How lucky! There is one piece left. Mindy handed the plate to Felix at the harvest festival. Lucky for you, I know apple pie is your favorite. Mindy could barely breathe while Felix ate. It wouldn't be long now. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a cider, Felix said, leaving Mindy alone. Just then, she walked by, the witch. Hey, Mindy said. Tonight's the night. I finally gave him the love potion from the flowers. Love potion? Across the room, the body hit the floor.
Awesome ending.
Heck yes! That's awesome.
I really like that.
Michael, what do you got?
Okay. Just a sec.
Hi,
Okay.
Roy.
Dear little farm girl, child of light, with hands of talent, vision of might. Dear little farm girl, wait by your door. A present shall fall from night onto floor. Yes, it is true that your gift was lost, like a flower of August to a great frost. But, dear little girl, these things occur. In a forest of maples is a walnut of burr. Dear little farm girl who sees the world, who looks to the skies with prayers unfurled. These seeds are for you and your hands, not from this earth, but heaven's own lands. And that's it.
Ooh. That was
Not-
cool.
Not very spooky, but
No, I liked it.
yay.
Do either of my other co-hosts want to share theirs?
Sure.
I'll pass.
Ooh.
It's cool. You're allowed to pass, Danny. I also had to pass last time.
Okay. I'll try and read this with a dog in my lap.
It works.
Ariadne opened the door to the sight of darkness before dawn, and a small bag on the doorstep. Her order of magic sunflower seeds had arrived at last. She would grow sunflowers that could shine all night long, that she could read by, and bottle the liquid sunshine from the petals to sell at market. They would make her fortune. Whistling a jaunty tune, Ariadne went to the specially prepared field next to the modest cottage, and planted all 6 seeds, 6 feet apart. Plenty of room to thrive. She watered them with care, and the tears she had collected over the last year while waiting for the seeds to arrive. Tears would hasten their growth, the witch had said, make the liquid sunshine extra potent. As the sun rose, so did the sprouts. Tiny green spindle vines with luscious green leaves reaching for the sky. Huh, they don't look like sunflowers, Ariadne thought. Maybe magic sunflowers grow differently. As the days passed, the plants thrived. They grew as tall as the modest cottage and bulbous at the base, as if the root system were not normal. Late at night, 1 week from the planting, Ariadne heard the sound of children crying from outside. As she was the only one for miles on the lane, she quickly lit the lantern and went outside to check. The shrill cries were coming from the field of magic plants. As the glow from the lantern passed over the stalks, Ariadne saw them shiver. "Mama! Mama!" issued from the closest plant. 2 tiny hands poked through the dirt, their nails dark and sharp. Ariadne cried out in surprise and pulled the plant from the ground, revealing a child where the roots should be. It screamed like a banshee when she brought the lantern closer to see the child better. Its eyes were black as a raven, and hair as white as death, teeth as thin and sharp as daggers. What? Chomp. Scream. The unearthed child had broken away from the stalk and bit her hand holding the lantern, making her drop it. The fire spread to the other stalks of children, causing their shrieks to fill the night. In desperation, Ariadne wrapped her hands in her skirt and pulled at the flaming stalks, burning her hands but saving the root children. "Mama! Mama!" they all said as they converged on her. Her screams filled the night as the fire spread to the cottage, destroying her corpse and all her possessions. That's all I got.
Laura, how on earth does your brain work that you can come up with that? That's crazy.
I like it.
I like it too, but I'm like blown away.
There's sunflowers with an O instead of a U.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Hello.
True.
So funny. Oh yes, but I have comments that I wasn't.
I like the touch of the white hair too.
Oh, thanks.
You know, like babies with white hair.
Very cool, yeah. Oh, Chandra, that was her cozy one. Great, love the ending. Oop, I like that. I should have been paying attention to when they are coming in. Sorry, guys, I'm bad at the comments. Oh, nice poem, Michael. I'm bad at
Thank you.
poems. It's so cool to listen to people who can write them. Nice. Oh my god, that's freaking great. That was awesome. This is so creepy. I love it. Very twisted version of Children of the Corn. Oh, this has been fun. I love doing prompt streams because, yeah, just it's a good way to
Yeah.
just clear your mind, I think. Just fingers on keys.
Everyone always comes up with something different too.
Yeah, that's really true. I really enjoy doing that. Like, Michael, I enjoy you when you do prompt streams, and I liked, Danny, your poetry stream that you did. I think it's just a fun, creative break sometimes from like stressing about writing a novel.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to say, I'm a little bit surprised that like both Laura and Danny said like you had problems with your novels being underwritten when like your flashes were like you wrote a lot at that time. I was like, what?
Oh,
Oh,
Then they're over.
I'm good at writing a lot of words in a short amount of time, but like when I get from like my books, when I get to the whole story, I'm done so quickly, and then I have nothing. Like it's so few words.
I just find that interesting because like if I would have guessed or just from like the stream, I would have been like, oh, I bet Laura and Danny are big overwriters, but I kind of know like you guys where you're at because you talk about your projects. So
right.
I find that just interesting to think about.
I write really slowly, for the record.
So, Juanita, my stories seem very bland in comparison to all yours. Oh, I'm sure that's not true. I think Juanita's
Yeah,
writing
I
crime
second Violet.
fiction, which is also interesting.
When I write my novel, I write much slower than when I write Flash. And I don't know
Right.
why.
Yeah, because you're thinking about like your character's internal stuff as well as all the ambiance, as well as all the plot and the side plots and other characters and layers and foreshadowing and
I kind of feel like flash fiction is just sort of like running for fun on the beach. And writing a novel is sort of like actually making a trail, you know, through the wilderness. And you've really got to go slowly. You've got to think about things. You've got to see that ravine up ahead, you know, ahead of time. And the more it's sort of like the more care you put into it, the faster you go, because like once you've got that trail there, you don't need to like alter it. It's a good trail already. I don't know.
yeah. No, I understand the analogy that you're making. I think it makes sense.
You know, like if you write a first draft but you write it well, then you really don't have to do too much to it after that, right? At least compared to if you just write it super quickly.
Yeah,
Because then you just have to write the whole thing again.
I think a lot of my novels, like, you know, I veer off into like the poison ivy bushes.
Nothing
But
We're
I-
still going with the flash
Poison ivy.
fiction.
I like what was I gonna say? Words. Oh, I like going into flash fiction sort of like with a little bit of a theme in mind. Like, yeah, you have a prompt, but like I was like, trying to think of like, okay, I didn't quite meet my goal of having like something super cozy and super whatever horror, but like just kind of going in with a theme in mind or what you want to accomplish, and then kind of just seeing what prompts come up. I like the sort of mixture of an intention with a random element.
Yeah.
Right, rinse and repeat. Don't forget lather. Me laughing at the idea of a clean draft. JK, those are real tears.
For some reason, my middle
Everyone
grade
writes
draft
their own
is
way.
so much cleaner than my
Yeah.
other drafts of other books.
Roy is not having it today.
He has his head under the gate trying to get into the kitchen.
Oh. The great thing about the first draft is all it has to do is exist to be perfect. But yes, the more you draft, the cleaner you draft and the less revisions, but with still some revisions. I can read. No, but that's really true. The first draft just has to exist.
Yeah. I mean, it's always going to be perfect, right? Because it's just the first draft in a way, right?
Yeah.
It's like you just write it and it's there.
Yeah. Just being there is all it has to do.
Yeah.
This was really fun. Now I have 2 of the scenes started for the extra universe content. Ooh. Yeah. I was thinking about doing that too. That's the thing about flash fictions. I feel like you could do like a million of them, because I also was like, oh, I should give you guys like a prompt from like my own novel and see what you guys took of it. Next time we'll do that next time. Maybe I'll have everybody bring like a random line from their own novel or blurb and make everybody else write a flash fiction out of context.
So fun.
You want to hear my
Stay
worst
tuned,
line I've
guys.
ever written?
Oh, yes.
It's for a sci-fi. This is a very intense assassination scene. I literally wrote, pew, 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 all 3 fell down. I'm a genius.
Pew, pew, pew. LOL, that'd be awesome to watch. Yes, okay, that'll be my next flash fiction stream. I don't know when it'll be, because I just feel like for November, maybe people don't want to just do flash fiction. December 1st.
Whatever that day is, right?
Yeah. Like, you guys know I'm not a planner. I can't plan anything in my life that far in advance. But I think this was a successful stream. I had a lot of fun. I would like to say thank you to my co-hosts, as well as everybody who showed up in chat, people who shared their work, people who just came and hung out and got something done. This was fun. And I can mark off a few bingo boards. So
I had a ton of fun.
would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Go, Danny, go.
Sure. I'm Danny. My channel is Somber Honey. I post videos about reading and writing and sometimes other things. And yeah, I just had a video come out yesterday. I have another one on Tuesday. So subscribe.
Yay. And I'm Michael CB Chen. And I, on my channel, do live streams for writing and reading. And I stream every Friday at 3:15 to 5:15 Eastern time. Indeed.
Cool. My name is Laura Nettles. The channel is Laura Nettles, and I like to vlog my writing process. I am working on a middle grade horror right now, in the vein of Goosebumps, with a carnivorous plant woman. I have a puppy. And yeah, I will be up hopefully finishing this draft 1.5 this month, so I can start on book 2, Cracks of Fear, next month for Nano.
Ooh, that's the gargoyle one, right?
The gargoyle, where a kid starts to transform into a rocky gargoyle. So yeah,
Very cool.
So I'm excited.
And I mean, I am Violet, who has been your host for today. I am doing Preptober vlogs sporadically to whatever I feel like it. And just a reminder, the Nostalgia Train Book Club is reading Mockingjay this month. We will be taking November off and picking up back again in December with The Golden Compass / Northern Lights, depending on where you live. And yeah, that's it for this one. Thank you for everybody, and bye.